right, so Coach had a very good in your home finale, actually, over Virginia, 3-1. What did you see from the team to come out with the victory?
Yeah, I felt we played pretty well. I think that was a match where we were a little on and off, and we were able to come out with the win, pull out the win. We came back the fourth set. We were down, I think, 24-20 or something like that, and we came back with a couple key plays there. So I think that it showed a lot of growth and just kind of, we were able to do things that in the beginning of the season we weren't as efficient doing. So I was really proud of the win.
And Mikayla had a big performance, 20 kills. I think she can, by the time this comes out, she'll be freshman of the week. But discuss her just evolution and development, another 20-kill performance from her this year.
She's just a neat kid to coach. She's a fun player, very down to earth, super humble. She has no idea of how good she can be and how good she will be. And she just takes it one day at a time. She gets better. She comes into the gym. She takes extra reps. She does the right things all the time, and it's fun to have somebody like that. See her earning the respect of the coaches in our leagues and being recognized. I think now 3 times as the freshman of the week, and so really, really proud of what she's doing. But I think that overall she's just a really great player, great teammate, just easy person to be here every day with, and so it's been really fun to coach her, and really excited to see her success. And as she keeps getting better, she'll be an important player for Georgia Tech for sure.
And what the freshmen and even sophomores like Maddie, Mikayla, Mariana, just to discuss their evolution this year from beginning of ACC play, when you had some struggles, to now being very respectable in conference play.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they learn what it takes to compete at this level, and we're able to do it more and more often than we were able to do it in the beginning of the season. And I think that's the biggest thing is we're not being surprised, but what it takes for us to win points, for what it takes for us to win sets, for what it takes for us to win matches. They understand the grind that it is to play at this level, and they understand that they have to continue to get better on a daily basis in order for us to keep putting ourselves in opportunities of winning important matches in conference. So I think that they are a little more comfortable with the load of what it takes to be a player at this level now than they were in the beginning of the season.
And also Kodie Comby, upperclassman, had 10 kills in that win over Virginia. Yeah. What about her development just on the court as well, working with these underclassmen? Yeah. And as a leader, she's talked about having to be more assertive in that regard with this roster.
No, Kodie has done a tremendous job, just very naturally just evolving into the role that she's playing today. It's not something that she, I think, ever put down on paper and said, hey, from this year to this year. She basically she's just being herself, and she's being respected by her teammates for what she does for the team and how she carries herself, on the court, off the court, when it comes to the friendships or when it comes to workouts in the weight room and all those other things. I mean, she's just really naturally has grown and become a very respected young woman and a very respected part of our program. And I think that players recognize that and they appreciate that. And I'm definitely very proud of her evolution for sure.
Yeah, she also discussed the players, helping the players understand concepts as far as, and an example against Pittsburgh, when a team that you're in the ACC play with, they have a big block and a large front, and knowing the terminology to combat that type of stuff. Yeah. Is that something that you've just seen from her helping the younger players out and the younger players comprehending how to adjust?
For sure, I think that she's a good source of knowledge in the court, and just kind of understanding a little bit what we're looking for, what are some of the things that are going to be help them be a little more successful in certain situations. And of course, it's always easier said than done, so I think that she's now doing a much better job of saying it and doing it, and I think that helps her earn the trust from her teammates and be able to back up the things that she's seen and that she's learned with her actions, and that has been just a fun thing to see.
And what about the team in general? Get Pittsburgh again to end ACC play. You already played them. You kind of see what they can do. what is your role kind of to help the team to kind of see, because you've seen what they can do, but I'm sure they'll make changes, and you will as well. But dealing with this roster and helping to make these changes on the fly, even on the court, preparing for an opponent's second time.
Yeah, I mean, we experienced that with Virginia. We had to play them. We were closed together, and now Pitt again. And I think one of the things is to our advantage. It's the Skyrim Port's still a little fresh in our minds. But we also understand the things that they were able to do here against us, that they were so efficient. And I think that you can talk about it all the time, but until you live the situation and you kind of feel what teams are about and some of the things that they're going to do, then I think we'll be better prepared, I think, this time around, because I think that we really understand how hard it is to play Pitt, how efficient they are. They've been having a great year. They're a very, very hard team to play, and they're going to be even harder to play away. But our goal is always to outbest ourselves. Is we want to have another opportunity to go in there and compete against those guys and see what happens. I think that we can compete with anybody in the country, and I think that Pitt's, they're a very good team who's just having a great season, and that is a really fun opportunity to have the chance to get over there and put ourselves in those situations again and really grow from it and see what happens. So we'll give them our best shot for sure.
And lastly, you have postseason aspirations that I've learned about. How big would that be, not only for, obviously, end of year in a postseason tournament will be very good for this year, but just in preparations for your type of roster, which only graduates one true senior, how big would that be just to get some extra practice and to continue playing?
Yeah, I mean, that's our vision, right? Our vision is to compete for ACC championships, to be a top 25 program, to be playing in the postseason. So it's great for this young group to understand what it takes to be at that level, what it takes to be a player that gets to that level. And so you get to have your season is a little longer and your demands are a little higher. But really, if that's what you're shooting for, then it really takes a lot of commitment to be able to do those things. So I think that any opportunity that we get to play in situations like that, I think it's a great moment to grow and a great step in the direction towards our vision and what we want to do with Georgia Tech volleyball. And all these players came in here understanding that, and we brought them in here knowing that they can help us get there. So, I mean, I think that it's going to take some teamwork here from all of us to make that vision come true, and I think that any opportunity that we do have to play in any kind of postseason, it's already a great step in the right direction.